MO, which is Dr. Helen Delahousse Clay. And I've just reveled and just had a ball being a part of the Sankey family for over a year and a half now. And for the last almost a year, being the medical director of Sankey Global USA. And by God's grace, it's just a pleasure to be here. But what I want to talk about is a little bit about what our formulas do. And I want to talk a little bit about the problem. And there is a problem. The reason why we have most of these sicknesses, I do a talk that I call the secret weapon of the four deadly hitmen. And the hitmen are diseases like cancer and high blood pressure and diabetes, okay, that kind of thing. But the weapon that they used in each case was the same. And I'm just going to tell you, that weapon was grease. It was fat. It was cholesterol. And cholesterol only came from one place. And it's the reason why we have to have a Sankey at this time to reverse, recover, and restore. So let's just take a look. Here's the problem, folks. We call it the fattening of America, but that includes the islands, okay? This was on the front of Newsweek many, many years ago, but it showed children so fat that parents are now for the first time burying their children. Children between the ages of 2 and 12 are so obese that they now have high blood pressure and diabetes between the ages of 2 and 12. And it's because of our diet, folks. It's a terrible thing. I won't hold on this too long. I just want you to hear this situation. 55% of the adult American population is obese. They're overweight, folks, 55%. And this was a few years ago. So right about now, I think it's up to 62%, around 62%. Obesity, just showing you from 1960 to 1980, it was like 25% of the people, okay, age 30, well, bottom line, it just shows that much of the percentage of the people were obese. In 1980 to 1991, it went up to 33%. But here in 2021, it is 52%. 52% of the people in America are obese. Barbara and Kenneth Murray have said that excess body mass is related to premature death from all illnesses up to the age of 75. So most of the illnesses, premature illnesses that lead to death in ages up to 75 is basically excess body mass, too much fat, obesity, outlandish lard on the body. Are y'all listening to me? 300,000 people a year die due to weight complications, which include heart disease, diabetes, hypertension, and stroke. Does that sound familiar? Those are the big four, folks. Those are the ones that are taking us out every day. And guess who they're taking out? They're taking out Black folk. Whether we're from the islands or whether we're from America, it doesn't matter. Black folks are leading the chart, topping the chart.
No, not more than the one. Let me see if I hear for me.
Okay, as I was saying, African Americans, Black folks in diaspora, Black people are literally topping the charts in diabetes, hypertension, and stroke, heart disease, period, okay? America spends approximately 40 billion, it's up to about 60 billion now a year on diet foods, weight loss books, and exercise videos. Everybody's trying to get rid of this fat. And we're going to talk about some health, because we're going to talk about how we can reverse, recover, and restore those bodies to that slim, that good looking size that you once were, say coming out of high school or college, okay? We're going to talk to you about how you can do that. But again, $60 billion a year is spent on foods, diet foods, weight loss books, and exercise videos. We're going to talk about why in a second. The only thing that's growing faster than the national waistline is the bottom line of the weight control industry. They're making literally trillions of dollars selling us so-called weight control fads, okay? That's foods, that's pills and potions and lotions and books and exercise gadgets. Oh, they're selling that stuff to us to the tune of trillions of dollars simply because of this overweight situation. So What are the non-communicable diseases that come about because of all this fat? Cancer, heart disease, diabetes. Those are the big three. Those three have killed 58%. Now it's up to about 67% of the world population in 1998. In 2020, it was right at about 60, 67, 68%. 81% in rich companies, the non-communicable diseases, killing almost 81% of the people in rich countries, such as Western culture, such as United States, Great Britain, companies that got all the money, got all the intelligence, have all the doctors, have all the research. Okay, 39.8% in poor and middle income countries. So the countries like that we call third world are only 40% of their people are dying because of these non-communicable diseases. But again, the average American male adult has 53% more body fat than what is ideal. The average, let's move this over. The average female adult has 50% more body fat than what is ideal. Y'all listen to what I'm saying. What is the problem? All right, we're gonna go out of that. Okay, we're gonna come out of that and I'm gonna see if I can pull up one more situation. There it is. I'm gonna ask, can someone, let's just make sure we got this right. Just 1 second. I think we have it now. Sorry, I had to go to 2 different screens. Normally it would have just been one. Okay, this is what we want. We're just going to talk a little bit about the problem. The question ended by saying, what is the problem? The problem was basically the fact that we went from kernel to kernel. What was the first kernel? The first kernel was Kernel, as in kernels of corn, vegetables, all the wonderful fruits that you find out there in the islands. I just returned from Nassau and I'm telling you, the most delicious fruits in the world. And on the way to the airport, man, I had some sapodilla that was so sweet. I mean, it was like sugar. I mean, it was so delicious. There's no reason for anybody in the islands to be ill with all the food, hundreds of different kinds of fruits and vegetables. And once upon a time, we ate more of that than we did of the meat. You know, I'm not knocking curried goat because I know it tastes great, but you got to realize that that's what's killing us, the fat, the grease, the cholesterol. And cholesterol only comes from one place, and that is from the carcasses of animals. So I'm not saying you're going to die and go to hell because you eat meat. I'm not saying that. That's a hard habit to break. I know, because it tastes so good, but you got to wake up. I play that song before the medical moment, and that is, wake up, everybody. I mean, wake up. It's no more time for sleeping in bed. It's time for thinking ahead. You got to realize, if something is making you sick, you got to back away from it. So my challenge to you, especially all of our Sankey Fit distributors, all of our journey partners, back away from the animal products for just 3 days out of every week. Just 3 days. That means the top 4, you've got the majority percentage, okay, that you can eat your animal products. But for 3 days, just accept my challenge. Don't eat anything that comes from an animal, anything that died, anything that had eyes, anything that had a mama, for just 3 days. All of you who have been invited to the call, you try the same. Just try it. You're grown. You've done everything you've ever wanted to do. Why not try something? I'm telling you, after 42 years of working with almost 16,000 people, I've seen everybody. I mean, every, and I've never, ever seen it not work when an individual adopted even a semi-plant-based diet. 3 days a week, eat plant-based. You can even, I was over there and Sister Donna Lee was there with me, and I showed her all kinds of foods that you could get, alternative meats that were delectable, delicious, all kinds of foods to replace cheese and eggs, all of that good stuff. And you can have that, but for 3 days out of every week, I'm saying to you, just go all vegan 3 days out of a week for the next 30 days, and every sickness that's in your body will begin to get better if it hasn't completely gotten better. That's the part that you can do. The next part is what we can do at Sankey. What we can do is bring before you these wonderful, wonderful formulas that Sankey has put together. We start on the left with Hasaki. Hasaki is our meal replacement. It helps the body. It improves the microbiome that my dear brother Clive Campbell is going to talk about in a minute, which is what our body basically is. Basically, we are bacteria, okay? But this bacteria that we are, this microbiome, this microbiota, these microbes literally in the gut, from the mouth to the anus, they cover that area and they make every organ work. And they need, though, these metabolites, because the metabolites help the microbiota to do what? To absorb more of the nutrition from the food that we eat. And it also helps with over a 20% increase in the uptake of protein. So Hasaki does that. It comes with 596 metabolites that help the body to have the energy that it needs, to help it to do what? Replenish dead and worn out tissue, and to do what? And to get rid of the nitrogenous, the stinky waste in the body. So it gives the body the three things that it needs most: energy, replacement or rebuilding, rebooting, and it helps to remove waste from the body. And then this Hasaki helps with the oxidation of what? Fat. What are we saying the big problem is? Fat. And here you have a meal replacement, a meal enhancement that literally helps to do that. And it provides the energy to the trillions of mitochondria. As they begin to beat, they give you the energy that you don't have now. That's why most people say that they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Well, I'm telling you that with the Hasaki, that won't happen anymore. And again, the body will begin to decrease its amount of fat, because that fat will be oxidized, it will be burned, and it will be turned into energy. We're going to skip the blodge and go to the inner seven. Inner seven. You're talking about fat in the body. Well, when you put inner seven in your body, because it has all the 60 minerals that the body needs, because it has magnesium especially, these minerals go together and they begin to cause the body to be hydrated. When the body is hydrated, it begins to help assist itself in burning these soluble fats, especially the soluble ones, and it helps to carry them out of the bloodstream. This inner seven helps to balance your pH, okay? It helps to bring it down to a 7.5, helps to stimulate relaxation and revitalization, because it helps with what? The circulation of the blood at the microcellular level. So your blood begins to circulate. Leviticus 17:11 tells us that the life of the flesh is in the blood. I hope you're listening to me. The reason we have the problems that we have is because we're not getting good blood circulation. And one of the main reasons is what? Fat, grease, cholesterol. It clogs up the arteries and the blood can't get through. So it's pressing, trying to get through. And in doing so, it builds up the pressure, the high blood pressure. This same grease covers up the insulin receptors so that your pancreas tries to secrete insulin to go break down the sugar, and it can't break it down because the insulin receptors are covered with something. What are they covered with? Fat, grease, cholesterol. And remember, cholesterol only comes from the dead carcasses of animals that we're eating, folks. So I know it's delicious, but if it's killing you, you must think about what you got to do. You got to outthink the problem. You got to help solve the problem. The Sankey formulas are the only formulas of their kind on the planet that have been designed with nanotechnology to actually reverse, recover, and restore, to help the body to heal itself. But they won't work without your help. Remember, they are still what we could call supplements. I call them formulas, but they still go under the category of supplement. Supplement means what? In addition to. In addition to what? A good diet and lifestyle. You've got to begin to eat the way that God originally designed for you to eat. Because you must remember, there was no jerk chicken There was no curried goat on the trees in the Garden of Eden, just fruits, nuts, grains, and vegetables, okay? So again, I'm simply saying 3 days out of the week, I repeat for those who have just joined or didn't get it the first time, I am challenging you 3 days out of every week for the next 30 days, for the next month, I'm challenging you to eat no animal foods on those days. No cheese, no milk, no dairy, nothing that comes from an animal, okay? Just 3 days. The other 4 days, do what you're gonna do. And I guarantee you that those 3 days will be the strongest days of every week. And as you begin to adapt more of those days, your life will get better and you will be able to reverse, recover, and restore the health of your body. So at Inner 7, again, it helps to improve with digestion, helps the food to digest better. This helps you to lose weight. This helps to cut the fat because your body won't hold all those excess fats in it, okay? It helps to recover your body's essential minerals so you won't have that demineralization. And so you'll watch some of the arthritis and then osteoporosis and the bone and the joint and the muscle and the tendon problems will begin to get better. Are you listening to me? And the headaches will begin to get better as the minerals begin to flow through the body and as they begin to help the blood to flow and as they begin to help the moisture come back into the body so the body is hydrated and the body can begin to reach that pH of 7.5 where it's at balance, where it heals itself, where it gives itself the energy that it needs, where it pushes you to sleep when you need to go to sleep. It gives you what you need for energy when you need it for energy. It gives you natural cortisone for pain. In other words, the body knows what to do. And when you begin to eat better and then come with these same key formulas that are all designed to help with one of the main things that's the problem, that is dissolve, digest, and remove and burn up that fat. When that begins to happen, your body begins to reach the norm, the homeostasis, where it heals itself. And then we're going to go over again, we're going to go over to the Kronui, which is our Kronui fire. And basically, it too reduces the absorption of calories in sugars and carbs in our bodies. Are you listening to me? It literally helps the body to burn up these white flours and these white sugary donut and pizza doughs and the flour the white flour that we use to put on the outside of our chicken and so forth when we fry it all up to pieces and it gets all that fat in our system. The Kronui fire burns these fats and these sugars, these caramelized fats, it burns them up at night while you're asleep, okay? It protects, it literally gives you gastric protection and antioxidation because it helps to carry some of these fats and sugars through the body by way of the fiber that's in the cacao and the black bean, carries it out of the system. The rest is burned up by thermogenesis in the stomach and never reaches the bloodstream. So you wake up in the morning with your blood pressure down, your A1C down, your sugar level down. Are you listening? And your stomach in, okay? So bottom line, you're beginning to get better. The fat's being dissolved and taken out of your body through thermogenesis. And with that fatty tissue gone, the problems that we have like high blood and diabetes and arthritis and sinusitis and tonsillitis, all these itises, all these problems, all these encumbrances, all this plugging up of our colon, all this destruction of our microbiome begins to decrease. The energy begins to pick up and the body begins to heal. And then we're going to go back to our Balage, which is our flagship product. We're talking about you're eating better. Don't forget that part. You've got to eat better. You've got to drink plenty of water, exercise, get fresh air, sunlight. You got to do your part, but then it's easy to make a choice. And that choice is to adapt the Sankey Fit formulas and watch your body do the complete change, the complete metamorphosis, okay? Again, the Balage with its 14,000 billion nanoparticles with antioxidants literally goes into the body and it changes the body around. It causes the blood to circulate at the microcellular level. It causes it to circulate at the mitochondrial level, okay? And as that happens, it goes through the blood-brain barrier from head to toe. Your body is now getting blood. Why is blood important? Leviticus 17:11 again tells us the life of the flesh is in the blood. The blood does everything. That's why a person on dialysis, their blood is taken out. It's cleansed, it's refreshed, then it's put back in. They pull the poisons and toxins out. So that's why your blood gets jammed all up. That's why your kidneys get destroyed, whether you've had liquor and you're drinking alcohol or not. Just eating the animal products with all their acid and all their poisons in them, they literally destroy the kidney. So what are we saying here? The Belage is going to help your blood to flow at the microcellular level, at the blood-brain level. Your headaches will begin to go away. The problems with dementia and memory loss will begin to decrease. You'll watch cognitive reasoning come back. You'll be able to do problems again, be able to make choices. You'll watch the angerness, the bitterness, the depression go down as the blood begins to receive oxygen and nutrition and the things that it needs from the blood, because the blood is so important. So Belage, again, helps the body to circulate at the microcellular level. It increases energy production naturally because of those metabolites that we talked about. The Hasaki has 596, the Belage has over 300. So folks, I'm telling you, you're in the right place, the right time. We've got formulas that are unexcelled anywhere in the industry. No one can even come close, never will be able to come close. And the main thing that we do here again is this Belage, like the other three, helps to improve blood circulation. And it also increases hydration at the cellular level. It literally boosts the trillions of white blood cells in your body so that they can do what they need to do to keep your body free of the super bad microbes and the super bad bacteria, the viruses and so forth that don't belong. You have some in there already, but because you have so many good bacteria, good microbes, then they can keep the bad stuff in check. But once the big boys come in, then because of the Belage, it super boosts your immune system to the point where your natural killer cells and your macrophage and your T cells, all of them can get busy and they can remove from your system anything that comes in that doesn't belong, with or without a vaccine. Not knocking vaccines, except that your body has already been vaccinated by God in the beginning. He gave you an immune system that doesn't need to know whether it's COVID or whether it's influenza A, B, it doesn't matter. When it comes into the body, your immune system will destroy it if it's strong. And if you're eating better, and if you're taking that 3-day challenge, okay, and if you're taking these formulas headed up by the Belage, then you're going to watch your immune system do what it's supposed to do. So again, you get hydration at the cellular level and you get the blood circulation. All 4 of these formulas cause blood circulation. Blood circulation causes what? Oxidation. It burns up the fats. It burns up the sugar. It makes your body get to the right size. It gives you the energy that you need. It helps all of your organs to work the way they're supposed to work. Again, folks, you're talking about formulas that assist the body in healing itself. And with these formulas, your body will begin to reverse, recover, and restore itself. I'm Dr. Franco Taylor, and I approve this message.
Wow. I only can do like how Queen Beverly would say, wow, 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 wow. And I'll say it and wow backwards. Dad, Dr. Franco, amazing. As always, listen, simply the best. This one thing we have here at Sankey is the best. And this is one of the best natural medical doctors that you will find that I personally know of. And he can diagnose you from a distance, like over the phone, and he can tell you what is needed. And, you know, he tells you straight and plain. He has created his own formulas as well. But when you top and put that Belage in there, it opens up everything so it can take it all in, not some of it, all of it in. So we're telling you guys that this system, these formulas, these technologies, as King Tim Trahan always says, he calls it technologies. He doesn't say it's a system. He calls it technologies and says that, you know, we really have to understand this is what we have here. We have this fantastic technology in our hands, and we need to know the power of this technology. And so I'm hoping before I let me bring on King Clive one more time. Let me get him up. Give me 1 second, guys. Just trying to be moderator and back host thing and doing everything behind the scenes at the same time. King Clive, I know we've had this dynamic, fantastic presentation by our incredible Dr. Franco Taylor. And we just want to talk, just give us 5 to 10 minutes about the microbiome, which is your baby. You know, the baby that Dr. Adias brought it to light, but you definitely brought it to shine. because it was always there on his video, you know, but we never, I don't know, we probably didn't take it as serious as we should have, but you literally brought it to light and made it to the forefront. And now we're sitting at your side and holding your arm in arm saying, okay, Clive, what's next? So please share with us, King Clive, what about the microbiome? Why is it so important? And how can our formulas help to feed this hungry thing, these things that are in our body and that we are technically the host of? So please share with us, King Clive.
Hey, thank you so much, Queen Dr. Ruth and Lightborn, and King Dr. Taylor. Sir Franco Taylor, sir, you are the master. I thank you so much for showing up on this call for Bev, Olness, and myself. We appreciate you, sir. And may you live as long as you want, but may you not want as long as you live, sir. I thank you so much for gracing us with your presence and blessings. So, ladies and gentlemen, something significant has happened in relation to us human beings. We are getting some information that is causing a dramatic transformation in terms of how we look at ourselves. And we are finally understanding why some things have happened to us when we take medicine and when we eat certain food. I want to make a statement to you tonight, and you might appreciate it. Your body will never give up on you. Your body will never give up on you. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what frame of mind you're in right now. I do not know your situation financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically, psychologically. But there is one consolation you can go to bed with tonight and you can wake up with in the morning. Your body will never give up on you. See, ladies and gentlemen, we have cheerleaders in our body that we never knew about. Something that is cheering us on, something that is making our juices, something that is making our chemicals, something that is making anything that is necessary to get you to get up and to go on and to be successful in your life. We are now understanding this, and it is changing the narrative in medical science forever. We are fortunate, I must say, that we are living in the time of knowledge, although we are living in the information age. This type of information, we never expected it. You see, ladies and gentlemen, on the day that you were born, every human being, and the day that you were born 99% human cells and 1% microbial cells. 36 months later, 3 years later, you would have gone through one of the most dramatic transformation in your entire life in 36 months. What do I mean? Though you're born 99% human cells, by 3 years old, you are now 10% human cells. 10% human cells and 90% microbial cells. Now, let me say it to you quickly. Not that anything has gone wrong. This is how God has made and arranged the human body, and this is what God has arranged, not man tampering with man's body. This is how God intends for it to happen. So you are 90% microbes and 10% human cells. So ladies and gentlemen, until the day you die, you're going to be 90% microbial cells. We did not know this. We did not understand this. And some of the brightest human minds, some of the most eminent doctors and scientists to have ever lived and died and did not know their true makeup, their true construct. But we are living in a privileged time that we now know and understand the human body more than at any other time in human history. So much so that a Dr. Susan Lynch, University of California, is saying that this information will change the face of medicine forever. If you think that was heavy, hear what Professor Tim Spector of King's College in United Kingdom says. The textbooks of the world has to be ripped up. He didn't say change a chapter. He didn't say change the first section of the book. He said tear them all up because they no longer represent what we now know in medical science. This is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in terms of who we are. Because guess what? If you do not know who you are likely to hurt yourself. If you do not know who you are going to live a substandard life and you are going to live a lie. This is the most important part. Our generation, we have lived to come to understand this information, which is going to change the way we move forward. Because if you know better, should you do better? Ladies and gentlemen, we now know what we did not know years ago. And all of this is coming to us in the last 25 to 30 years rapidly. It is coming to us. And over the last 5 years, 50,000 scientific papers published on the microbiome, because that is what they're calling it in science, the microbiome. 10,000 per year average in the last 5 years, and now the information is doubling. Every major medical conference is talking about the microbiome. The major medical journals are talking about what? The microbiome. It is the hottest topic that many of the big name doctors are writing about. Many major universities, many major hospitals, major newspapers and publications and television programs are now talking about the hottest topic on the lips of mankind, the microbiome. Now you say, Clive, what is the microbiome? You see, in the human body, you have 10 trillion human cells. In the human body, you have 100 trillion microbial cells. So you have 10 microbes for every human cell. So really and truly, we are like a ship that transport bacteria around. I'm sorry if I'm bursting somebody's bubble tonight, because you might have thought that you had your body to yourself. You might have thought that you were sterile. You may have thought that you were just mostly an all human cells. But ladies and gentlemen, nothing could be further from the truth. You are not who you are. You are a super organism. You are a holobiome. You are an ecosystem comprising of human cells, bacterial cells, fungal cells, and protozoa, archaea, and even parasites. That is who we are. And we did not understand that many doctors have been treating us as if to say we were fully humans, but guess what? We are 90% microbes. And that is why we were not responding well to medicine, because the medical fraternity has been treating us for who we are not. And guess what? Many times when doctors give us medication, the bacteria in our gut, 39 trillion live organisms living in our gut, called the gut microbiome, when they act upon the medication that you get, it can render it impotent. It is of no use. And that is why doctors are always baffled. How come we are giving these people this same medication, some responding to it favorably, and we have to be giving some persons 3 and 4 times the dose before they can begin to get any effect? Ladies and gentlemen, anything that enters your body has to pass through the perusal of 39 trillion live microbes that live inside of your gut. They are the software that runs our body, the hardware. It is a type of manual. This microbiome is like a manual, a digitalized manual, a living manual that runs the human body. So we have a microbiome in the gut. It's the operation central headquarters of all the biome in the human body, because the skin has its own biome, the urogenital area has its own biome, the vagina has its own biome, each organ in the body has its own biome, especially any opening to the body, the eyes, the mouth, the nostrils, the throat, the sinus cavity, the brain has its own biome. So ladies and gentlemen, I tell you how serious this is. Dr. John Gray, that same famous doctor, psychologist, that wrote the book, Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. He said in 2017, a tremendous discovery was made. For every brain cell in our brain, in the skull, it's surrounded by 7 microbial cells, 7 bacteria to make it work effectively and efficiently. Ladies and gentlemen, what makes us human ain't even human. And this is somewhat explaining why we talk about gut feeling, why we talk about I should have followed my gut instinct. We don't talk about brain feeling or brain instinct or butterfly in the brain. You say butterflies in your stomach. I felt something in my gut. I have a gut feeling about this thing. Because indeed, your gut is a second brain. That is what they are calling it nowadays, because of the presence of these microbiome. They have formed an organ inside of your colon, and they perform most of the functions we as human beings thought we were performing for ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the game changer. You wonder why when you eat certain type of food that you have allergic reaction, and it somehow affects the body. When you drink, certain people drink milk. When certain people eat type of food with gluten in it, you have food sensitivities and allergies. Guess what? We are eating mostly for the humans and have not been eating for the microbes. Because we have not eaten for our microbiome, in most persons, it is damaged, because like an organ, any organ in the body, it can become damaged and dysfunctional. When your microbiome is dysfunctional, it affects every single organ inside of your body. Every single organ. So if the microbiome is damaged and you have a skin condition, rosacea, acne, dermatitis, contact dermatitis, some other type of skin eruption, until you fix the corresponding part in the gut that is damaged, why it causes the skin abnormalities, you will not get rid of the skin problems. You have to go and use the right prebiotics and probiotics and fix the gut. And that is what we have in Sankey Global Technologically Advanced Solution. Because the gut leaks, which is another discussion that I can't get into. But ladies and gentlemen, I really just wanted to, let me make this last point before I hand back over to Dr. Ruthann. Even your very mood, if you feel happy or if you feel sad, do you know what causes your mood and your feelings? Your microbiome. They make 95% of a neurochemical called serotonin. Serotonin is your happy hormone. Many of us, sad to say, we are not nearly making enough serotonin to carry us with a pleasant, vibrant, happy personality. So many persons are off. That is why we tend to be sad, anxious, depressed, moody, and irritable. You know, you have some people, before you approach them, especially if you want to borrow some money from them, you have to study the mood they are in. Give them a joke, and while they're laughing, you say, can I borrow $5,000, please? While they're in a happy mood. Because if you ever catch them on neutral, dog, name your supper is a bulla you're getting in Jamaican term. So ladies and gentlemen, anything that can control your mood, control how you think, control how you feel, are you going to tell me that that thing is not important? And I don't even start telling you about how it controls your immune system. I don't start telling you how it controls your digestive system. I don't even tell you how it controls your weight, that determines if you're fat or if you're a slim person. I didn't even tell you about how it controls your body's metabolism, how it controls your total endocrine system, your glands and your hormones. And that I don't even start telling you about how it affects your gene expression, how it turns on and turns off your genes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just warming up. I might as well say to you, come tomorrow night, our regular Tuesday night meeting. We're going to talk about the microbiome, and we have a special guest. Dr. Lola Thompson will be on tomorrow night, Jamaica time, 7:30. So Queen Dr. Ruth and Lightborn, I'm going to try and pull away, behave myself, and hand over back to you, because I'm warming up now and I'm getting on a roll. So thank you so much.
And the thing is, I can hear you, I can hear your voice. Your voice is changing to a tone, and you just as be going down the street. You was bucking just now. You had to put them guns back in the holster. Yes. Oh my goodness, King Clive. I can't wait for tomorrow. But I just needed to add to that, because I remember when Queen Lola told us, Dr. Lola mentioned to us about how Dr. Adia said the microbiome, when you sometimes say someone, you know, you don't, your spirit don't take, it's actually your microbiome that don't take to the person. Man, when she told us that, I was like, I couldn't take. I was like, what? Your microbiome
can I comment
don't
on
like
that for
people?
a minute?
Yes,
May
please, go ahead. For a minute? Yes.
Okay, if you are meeting a person for the first time, and as Dr. Houghton is saying, you know, some spirit that take that person to the door, or you just warm up nice to the person, what is happening is that these bacteria live around you as a cloud. You have your own cloud of bacteria walking with down the road, on the subway, on the bus, at home, at church, wherever. You have a cloud of microbes around you. They are around you, they are on you, they are in you, and they have become you. When other persons come into your cloud space and mix their cloud microbiome with your cloud of microbiome, the bacteria begin to check each other out. And they begin to send a message to you. This is bad news, Marcia. Keep away from her. I've checked her out, and there's nothing good going for her. She is bad news. Walk away. And if we were to follow our gut instinct, many times it would prevent you from saying, boy, I should have followed my gut instinct, you know, or that bad financial transaction. They are trying to wise you up. Follow your gut instinct. You are always correct. Let me come off of the call now.
Lordy. Listen, Clive, we got to get these people on tomorrow. Listen, if you want to hear more about our microbiome, like he said, 7:30 Jamaican time, that would be 8:30 Central, Eastern time. So Bahamas time would be 8:30, especially also Trinidad and Tobago. Eastern coast would be 8:30, but it is 7:30 Jamaican time. But please get back to the person that brought you this call and let them know you want to be on. You want to be on. You need to get plugged in. We do have limited space on that call, but we also have it live on YouTube. But if you have questions, it's better to get on the call. So get on early. Jump on early. Don't get on there at 7:30 exactly, because then the call will be logged out. That call just logs out quickly. So I tell you, get on early. But guys, hear me and hear me good. Now, this is the part of the presentation where we've already told you about your health. We've told you about your health. We've opened up about your health. We've said that, this is what you have to do. We've told you that, yes, these are supplements. So it's in addition to, Dr. Franco made it clear, take out some meat 3 days a week, see what happens. And then when you look, you might do it a little bit more. When you look, you're feeling even better. So all we're saying, guys, is eat healthier and add to, and try these fantastic, phenomenal technologies that are in nutraceuticals and nutrigenomics, and you will be absolutely blown away. But on this part of the program, we want to share with those that say, okay, I hear what you're saying. I'm in, I'm down for it. But curious question. Whilst y'all making me healthy, is there a possibility that maybe there's a component of wealth involved? Do you have a formula for wealth in this? Well, guess what, guys, we do. And with that being said, I have the phenomenal, incredible, like on another call, I told persons the other day, I said, here at Sankey Global, it all starts with the head. Okay, our head is our CEO, Mr. Jose Orvida, and he's listening in as he's busy working, still working, busily working, but he is the head. And then it trickles down to those broad shoulders, our dynamic CSMO, Dr. Helen Delahousse Clay. But guess what? She has arms and legs and torsos that assist and aid her in making sure that the head stays on tall, that her shoulders stay broad. And so I'm going to bring up right now one of those arms and legs and torso, okay? And this gentleman, guys, he is dynamic. He is a go-getter. He's a pusher. He's a puller. He is a person that speaks life into the teams here in the America and the Caribbean market. So without further ado, I'm going to step aside and bring to the forefront Mr. King Tim Trahan, International Sales Director for the Caribbean. King Tim, are you out there?
Yes, Dr. Ruth Ann, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Let me bring up your slides. So
Right,
like I said, guys, I just want them to know,
man,
Tim, hey, Tim, I just want them to know if this,
an impactful evening, guys.
Hey, Tim, I just wanted them to know if you're not in for the wealth, you can leave the call. We don't want you to be bothered. If you were only in here for the health, you know, Dr. Franco said what he had to say. King Clive said what he had to say. But now sit back, relax, and understand that you can not only get healthy here with Sankey Global, but we definitely can put some wealth in your pocket. Take it away, Tim.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Man. I don't even know where to start. I mean, wow. I hate to even go after those two incredible gentlemen that just went before me, but it's always my pleasure, you know, to be able to share the stage with such dynamic individuals, guys. It's absolutely incredible. I mean, the things that this company is doing, the things that this company is putting in place is literally changing lives, turning your life upside down and inside out, but in a good way, like I always say. And it's absolutely happening. So, excuse me, guys, my voice is a little hoarse, but let me tell you something. When we talking about making a difference in people's lives, it all starts with changing a couple of things in their life, their thought process and the way they view what's going on. So that's what I want to do, guys. I want to change the thought process about a couple of things because this industry is literally changing lives, as we seen with so many incredible people that have just achieved so many awesome levels with this company. I want to first and foremost say congratulations to all you guys that have hit the platinum level, Dr. Ruth Ann Lightburn, the gold level, you know, Queen Beverly Holness and Donna Lee Adderley, the silver letters, so many people to name, including Clyde Campbell and Dr. Lola Thompson. I can go on and on and on, but we don't have enough time on this call to congratulate all those folks. But definitely want to say congratulations to each and every one of them. But guess what, guys? I just want to share a few things with you, just let you know that no, not really. That was good. But you know, just want to share some things with you guys that really piqued my interest when I took a look at this company. Of course, from the health and wellness side, it's a no-brainer. But what really took me away was what's going on from the product from the income standpoint, right? When you're able to dictate your income, pretty much write your own check, that's a system that I want to be in. Like no hoops, no ups and downs. You do these things, and this is how much you actually earn. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is how do we earn from our own personal efforts, right? Right now money, guys. Right now money, being able to do something right now and start to get paid, right? I like to say, you know, we climb what's called the stairway to success. And, you know, it's a couple of things that we do. The first step in that stairway to success, guys, is to be able to earn right now money, right? Being able to earn as you get started. How do we do that? Retail product, okay? When you're able to retail product, that means you can make money right now. So we're gonna show you how to do that, guys. And not only we're gonna show you how to do it, we're gonna show you how to earn anywhere from 60% to 100% for retail and product. Hold on one second. All right, thank you. I had to get a little something in my throat. But 60% to 100%. How do we do it? Become a certified distributor. How do I become a certified distributor? You go get your first customer. As soon as you get your first customer, guys, guess what? You are a certified distributor. At that point, you're going to earn up to 60% profit margins on all retail sales online or person to person. And that should say 60 to 100% because of this part here. Increase your retail power. 3 and it's free. So once you've gotten your 3 customers, guys, guess what? Your auto ship goes away. And then every time you increase your customer base by 3, you earn free products, a box of Balage, a box of Chrome Weed. So every 3 customers, you're earning more and more product. So what could you do with that product, guys? Plain and 100% simple. Retail that product. So now you're getting free product. You can sell it for 100% of the suggested retail price. And then guess what happens? You're making 100% of the value of that product. So that this part should say earn up to 60%, up to 100%, from 60 to 100%, right? And then once you do that, guys, once again, I'm sanctified, okay? So let's go to the next slide, Dr. Ruth Ann, so we can dig a little bit deeper, into exactly what's going on here. So there we go, guys. Now, the second thing is this, guys. Remember, we talked about that stairway to success, where the first step is the retail power, where you earn from your own personal efforts. The second step is what I like to call leverage, guys. No leverage, no life, right? If you're not building leverage in your life, then you're probably being leveraged by someone who is. So how do we build leverage? Well, we're going to show you how to build a team, guys. So we're going to show you how to become a rising star. How do we do that? Grow your team by 3 customers and 2 distributors. Well, guess what? You've already gotten 1 customer. Go out and get 2 more customers, guys, right? Those are your 3 customers. And now you go get 2 business partners. Now you're a rising star. And you're going to earn at this particular position here as a rising star, anywhere from an additional 230 to an additional over 1,100 bucks every time you do it, depending on the level at which people start. Now, once you created a rising star, though, guys, guess what happens? You become binary qualified. So let's break down this rising star and being binary qualified. Binary just simply means 2. You have a left team and a right team, right? So guess what? Once you had those 3 retail customers, you're going to earn $99. We're going to go ahead on and round that up to 100. And then every person that you personally bring into the business, guys, guess what's going to happen? You're going to earn 90% of the points that's created by their initial product order. So if it's a 50-point order, you're going to earn $45. If it's a 100-point order, you're going to earn $90. If it's a 200-point order, you're going to earn 180 bucks. If it's a 400-point order, guess what, guys? $360, right? Every single time you do it, it's no cap. I like to call this our infinity line. Why? Because you can introduce as many people as you want to, and you will always, always, always earn a 25% match everything that they personally do, guys. Absolutely, absolutely incredible every single time that's happened. So let's look at it a little bit differently, okay? So now you're going to earn 40% from the accumulated first order points from your 2 directs, and then 20% on the second star and beyond. So every time you do this, guys, you're going to earn more and more money, right? And then you're going to earn up to 20% on the lesser leg. So how does that work? Well, you're going to have 2 legs. Remember, one of your legs is going to take off. It's going to grow. I mean, that just happens in the industry. That's part of this compensation plan. So what we like to say is you're going to have a power leg, and then you're going to have a pay leg. Well, what happens with that? Well, we try to find balance with the power leg and the pay leg. And wherever the pay leg matches the power leg, that is going to determine your income. So that's that 20% that we're talking about, right? So how does that work, guys? Well, the industry standard is 8 to 12%. So as soon as you say, yes, you're going to lock arms with us, guess what, guys? You have just gotten a raise by being with us because we're paying 20% in that particular scenario. Now, check this out. Earn 25% check match bonus from your direct distributors' earnings. Now, how does that work? Well, just think about going to work tomorrow, okay? You go to work tomorrow and your boss tells you this. Hey, such and such, I'm going to pay you 25% of everybody that you train in this building. My question to you is, how many people are you going to go train at that point? I don't know about you, but me, I'm going to go train every single person in the building. Why? Because I understand leverage, right? Remember, no leverage, no life. So I'm going to create as much leverage as I want so I can have the life that I want, right? If you want to do better, then you got to do better, right? I mean, if you want to help more, you want to do more, you got to help more. All of those things are congruent in what it is that we're doing. So how does it work here at 25%? Well, let's just say, you know me, you might be in Jamaica, you might be somewhere in the Caribbean, you might be somewhere in the US. I don't care where you are in the world, but let's say, you know me, Tim, I'm in Texas. I'm actually in Belize right now, but let's say I'm in Texas, right? Tim, I'm in Texas. And I know people you don't know, right? Just like you know people I don't know. But you know me, you introduce me. I know, let's say Dr. Franco down in Florida who knows Oliver down in Orlando. Well, of course you don't know Oliver in Orlando because you don't know Franco in Florida. You just know you introduced me, Tim, I'm in Texas. Well, guess what? They're going to help me build a team, but I'm part of your team. So they're part of your team as well. So they help me earn an extra $1,000. You're going to earn an extra $250, right? But it doesn't stop there, right? Because it's a binary compensation plan. So let's say you know Ruth Ann, who might be in Rhode Island, and Ruth Ann knows Beverly down in Beverly Hills, who knows Lola, who's in Louisville. Well, of course you don't know Lola in Louisville because you don't know Queen Beverly in Beverly Hills. All you know is you've introduced somebody that introduced them, right? Well, guess what? They help them make an additional $1,000. You're gonna make another $250. Well, let's say they help me make $10,000. That's $2,500. Let's say they help them make an additional $10,000. That's another $2,500. So you just picked up $5,000 from people that you don't even know. That's absolutely incredible. And when you think about that, guys, listen. The power of leverage is so incredible. J. Paul Getty said it best, guys. He said he'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than to rely on 100% of his own. So what is leverage, guys? It's super simple. Get a large group of people to do a few simple things over a consistent period of time, and you become flat out wealthy. Notice I didn't say rich. I said wealthy. See, wealthy and rich are two different things. Rich means you still work for your money. You just make a whole lot of it. See, wealthy is when your money is having kids and that money is having grandkids and so on and so forth, and your money is working for you. That's what wealthy is, right? So we're going to show you how to create that wealth. Next slide for me, Dr. Ruthann. I'm really getting into this thing, man. I'm getting so excited because the power of what it is that we have here is absolutely incredible. So then, guys, guess what? Once you've done that and you help a couple of people do that, now you've achieved the duplicator rank. And guess what, guys? That's a total of 1,200 points. 600 points on the left, 600 points on your right, and then total of 300 total sales points. So how do I get the total 300 sales points? Super easy. Remember, you're on auto ship yourself. So that's going to create what? 50 points, right? And then you're going to go out and you're going to enroll somebody in one of those packs, which is going to generate points. And then all of these people that are on auto ship is also generating points. So there's your 300 points right there. Or you could simply go out and just go get, I would say 6 customers. So go get 6 customers in your first 15 days. And instead of creating 1 star, let's create 2, right? So now you've just earned double for your trouble and you've earned the 300 points to make sure that you stay qualified. And guess what? Because they're on auto ship, they're going to stay getting that same 300 points every single month, which is going to do what? Increase your residual income by every single month. It's super incredible, guys. Once you do that, guys, you're a duplicator. Now you qualify for the duplicator pool bonuses, cycle bonuses, and so many other things that are in the compensation plan that I don't even have time to talk about it here tonight. But guess what, guys? Once you're able to do this, now you're in the leadership rank bonuses, guys. Now you become a duplicator. You have other people become duplicators. You hit the first leadership rank, which is bronze, right? And then you help those go bronze, you go silver, you help those go silver, you go gold, you help those go gold, you go platinum, and you're just like Dr. Ruth Ann Lightburn. Why do I say that? Because guess what, guys? She is in the platinum club. Now she has the ability to drive the Mercedes-Benz, wear the platinum jacket, and have the platinum ring, right? And all she did was what? Help other people who helped other people. And it's just a trickle-down effect, and it actually helped her to hit that platinum position. You help those go platinum, guys, then you go, you help those go platinum, then you go diamond, guys. And now we've just upgraded you. Not only do you have the Mercedes, but you have the trip to Paris. You help them go diamond, you go double diamond, and now that's upgraded to a trip to Japan. Right now, you get to see the technology. You get to meet with Dr. Bijita Diaz. You get to see the scientific laboratories where all of these awesome technologies are happening. You help them go triple diamond, and then you go, double diamond, you go triple diamond. We're going to upgrade you to a Tesla. Then you help them go ambassador. Help them go triple diamond. You go ambassador. Now we upgrade your trip to Dubai. And then you do it again. You're a crown ambassador, and now we get his and her watches. See, we believe in lifestyle. See, life is something we all have, but style is how we choose to live it. And I'll tell you guys, we're going to show you how to live an incredible lifestyle through this awesome company. And then you get a chance to go swimming. But I'm not talking about in a pool of water. I'm talking about swimming in our global profit sharing pool. See, it's one thing to swim in a pool, but it's another thing to swim in money. See, and the company is going to share 9% of everything that they get to the leadership. And as you continue to advance through the compensation plan, guys, you earn more and more participations in that global profit sharing pool, right? So as you continue to grow, that potential for growth continues to grow with you. So that profit sharing pool gets larger and larger and larger, guys. I don't know about you, but when I was in corporate America, I never had an opportunity to share in anything that was being profited, although I was making millions of dollars for the company, right? Just doesn't happen. But here, guys, the company is that generous. They're gonna say 9%, right? And it's just absolutely incredible what they're able to do with it. I can go on and on about this, but I'm not. Let's go to the next slide, Dr. Ruth Ann, real quick. And then I promise, guys, I'm not gonna keep you long at all. Okay, I'm not gonna keep you long. Let's go to the next slide, please. Boom, the packs. There we go. There we go. So how do I get started? Plain and simple, guys. It's not hard. You just make a decision. Get mad, right? Make a decision. Get mad. Make a decision. Where do I want to get started? You get in where you fit in, right? We have several different opportunities for you to get in and grow a business. You got the Sankey Unified Starter Pack and the Sankey Fit 10D Pack that both start at $159 and they both generate 50 points. Then you have the basic pack, which starts at $299 and you earn 100 points there, or the executive packs, which is $599 and you earn 200 points. Then we have a pro pack that they don't even show on here. That's for folks that are super serious, that's ready to go, and they need as much product on hand as they could possibly stand, $1,149, and that actually creates 400 points, guys. So you can see how you can earn that 300 total sales points right away, just getting a couple of folks started with one of these packs, and then they're on the auto ship. And then, of course, I say just make it simple and go out and get 6 customers and 4 business partners. Now you created 2 stars. You don't even have to worry about it. Now you've earned at least $460 to over $2,000 by just creating 2 stars. And now you've solidified your positioning in the compensation plan to where you don't have to worry about requalifying at any position on any given time because you already had the points that's there. Absolutely incredible, guys. So this is what I like to say, guys. Those are your options. Okay, you got options and you got decisions. And that's the thing that I like about options, because when you have options, it forces you to make decisions. So that's what we're here to tell you to do tonight, guys. We're showing you what your options are and giving you an opportunity to make a decision. Now, it's one thing that I can say about opportunities. An opportunity is only an opportunity if you do what? Seize the opportunity. And the second thing I know about opportunities is they never, ever, ever go away, but they'll definitely pass you by, right? Don't let this opportunity pass you by. So with that being said, guys, 3 types of people that look at this particular type of business opportunity. Okay, the first type of person says, man, I love the products. I want to be a product of the product, but at this point in time, I can't see myself in the business. And that's okay, because I know once you use the products, you're going to do something that we all do when we find something that we love. We tell other people about it. So you're going to be an advocate for us. And then at that time, you might decide you want to join us when the people that you are sharing this opportunity with and the good news decide that they want to get started, right? You want to build the leverage too, but that's okay. If you want to just be a customer, definitely get with the person that invited you on and ask them how you can be a premium customer, because the premium customer is where it's at, because you're going to get additional discounts on the products, right? The second type of person simply says, man, the products sound great, but I got some questions about the comp plan. And if you can answer those questions, I'm ready to go. Well, guess what, guys? That's what we're here for. So we want to answer those questions for you. Don't do what a lot of other people do. Go out and ask the brokest person they know what they think about this awesome company, this awesome opportunity, right? And then they give them some kind of crazy answer that doesn't even make sense based on bad information. And if you buy their opinion, you also buy their lifestyle, right? Remember that. When you buy their opinion, you also buy their lifestyle. And then the third person says this, guys, you can give me the whole kit and caboodle. I'm ready to go. And that's what we're looking for. Super simple, guys, 1 or 2 or 3. And then 4 quick questions, and then I'm going to let you go. The first question is, how much money would this opportunity have to generate for you for this to be an awesome opportunity in your life? With an extra $500 to an extra $5,000 a month change your life, change your zip code, change your area code? And the reason why I say 500 is because we know statistically that most people stay out of foreclosure with an extra $500 a month. They keep their lights on with an extra $400 a month. or they stopped getting their car repossessed for an extra $400 or $500 a month. So if we could show you how to do that, would that be worth your time? And if 500 is not much, if we can get you to 5,000, would that be worth your time? I would say yes, but I mean, that's on you. Okay, the second question is this. You know, how much time will you allow us to work with you on a weekly basis? Can you give us at least 5 to 10 hours a week? That's an extra hour to an extra 2 hours a day, or you can break it up over the weekend, however your lifestyle fits. But all we ask is an extra 5 to 10 hours a week, guys. An extra 5 to 10 hours a week to change the trajectory of your life right now. We're in the now moment, and now decisions need to be made, right? Okay. And then long term, guys, can you give us at least 6 to 18 months to do it for you? Or 12 to 18 months to get it done? An extra $500 to an extra $5,000 a month to change your life right now in the next 12 to 18 months? Would that be worth your time? And if we can show you how to make an extra $5,000 to $5,000 a month, guys, working this business, part-time, spare time, right? Full-time on your job, part-time on your fortune, part-time, spare time. And we can get you to an extra $500 to $5,000 a month, working this business, part-time, spare time, an extra 5 to 10 hours a week, and you give us 12 to 18 months to do it. What would stop you from getting started now? We're in the now moment. We just saw what we just did over the last couple of months. Record-breaking things in this company. People hitting record-breaking numbers in this company. Why? Because now is the time to do it. We got so many other people in the world that want what we have, but they don't even know that we're here. It is our job to get the word out. So I want to say thank you guys for giving me a brief moment of your time to share some information with you. It's always a pleasure sharing the stage with such incredible people. Thank you, Dr. Ruth Ann Lightburn, for letting me share just a little bit on tonight. I'll turn the call back over to you.
Wow, wow. Once again, I only can repeat what Queen Bev would say. It's wow, wow, wow. So let me see. I think she's on here. Queen Bev, where are you? Let's see. I don't think you can unmute. So let me just make you co-host. I think that's you. Queen Bev, is that you?
That's me. That's me. That is me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to say that, wow, 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 wow. It has been an amazing evening. You know, guys, I'm looking and I saw 130 persons on the score. And I will tell you, up until 5 o'clock, we weren't even sure that we were going to have this. So I just want to say thanks to all my guests. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to Canada on, Bahamas, Trinidad, USA, up there in USA, in Connecticut. I'm seeing everyone on. Thank you so much, guys. Cayman is on. St. Lucia is on. Absolutely amazing. And as I always said, it doesn't matter. Geographical boundaries separate, but because of technology, we are able to share. We are here. I see Brian online. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks for that absolute fantastic Saturday evening. Guys, I have a responsibility. I have a responsibility to share this message. I have a responsibility to change lives. And this is the reason Mr. Campbell and I decide, as two of the leaders in Jamaica, to start with us today, to set the pace, to set the tone, to set the example. When the leaders go forward, then we can always put our hand behind and stretch everybody else. And apart from that, guys, if you know about these products, keep quiet. It is a sin. If you know about these products and you are your friends, your family, your neighbor, it is a sin, because I have not seen a product yet that when you drink the Balaj, the Crenute Fire 7, it helps with coronavirus. I have not seen any product in my 34 years of being in network marketing, a product that activate and clean those mitochondria cells. Go to the blood-brain barrier and fix those issues in your tissues. I have not had a product that when I take can go to my bed and said, yes, my microbiome is being fixed. As a matter of fact, nothing about microbiome until Sankey Global. I did not know what made me. I have a clue because as far as I'm concerned, if bacteria is bad, I must find something, whatever I can find to get it out of my body. If it is bad, it's not supposed to be there. And because of these awesome info from Sankey Global and Mr. Clive Campbell, who is the master of the microbiome, I understand that we need to take care of our bad bacteria, and our bad bacteria takes care of us. So I just want to say thanks again to my visitors. Thanks to everyone on this call. I'm happy. I feel excited. I feel elated. And guys, tomorrow, we need 1,000 persons on this call tomorrow, because I know for sure that Clive Campbell is going to rock the microbiome inside out. He is going to turn your body in. And you know the most beautiful thing, after Mr. Campbell tell you exactly what is happening with your body, then you are going to hear about the 4 fantastic products that is going to help to fix you, right? And we are not making any claims on this, any medical these products. As Dr. Franco said, these products are going to help your body to come back to where God has made it, because the life of the body is in the blood. Dr. Ruth, thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am, for always being there with us. Thank you for hosting our launch this evening. And I want to turn back this mic over to you, Dr. Ruta.
And Queen Bev, as always, here to serve and serve as much as possible, because y'all know my saying is service to humanity is service to God. So if that's what I can do from my bed, I will continue to do it. But I want the poet of health to, in closing remarks, just to give his thanks to everybody that was able to get on this call tonight and was able to just hear what we have to impart on everybody. So King Clive, do you have any closing words for tonight?
Okay. Well, I just really want to thank everybody for chiming in. I really appreciate the fact that you have come on. This is going to take more than one time of you hearing this. That is why since November last year, we have been talking about the microbiome. You might want to come on. You might want to invite a friend who you think may be interested in that subject matter, and invite everyone, because everyone has a microbiome. And we just need to understand it some more. So please chime in, join us, be with us, and let us have a wonderful time. And tomorrow night, we have a special announcement to make to you also. So Queen Dr. Ruthan, thank you so much. And thank you all for being a part of this wonderful launch.
And I'm going to say it as best.
Right there. Can I jump back in, Dr.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Go ahead.
I'm thinking that there are some persons, have questions, and I'm Dr. Franco online with us. So I'm not sure if you wanted us to take a few minutes to take some, if persons may have questions, because we have a lot of visitors on the call.
Okay, let's see. If you have any questions, you can put it in the group, or you can raise your hand so we can bring you to the forefront. Let us know. But I also want to say, as I can how King Clive says it, I will say, Queen Beverly, with your vivacious self, when Donnelly and I are about to go and launch, we are going to invite you to be our host. So I'm asking you for you to be the host of our call when we do our
Absolutely, absolutely. We are here to serve. Absolutely.
So, but if we have any questions, guys, please feel free to ask. We have Dr. Franco still on the line. He's on the, he's just waiting patiently. So if there's any questions that we can answer this evening, we're family, guys. We've heard everything, trust me. So please feel free to share. Either raise your hand, we can unmute your mic, or just type it in the chat and we will have that question answered. Queen Bev, I think we did an amazing job tonight because we don't have one question, not one.
I guess we did an absolute job, which is great, great, great. So I guess what we need to tell everyone here now, just to the person, who invited you to this call, and even if you do the business, be a product of the product. Take care of your health, because as Sir Tim says the company has two sides. Two sides. We can both to be both, to have both health and wealth, or we can just choose health. Where you are, nothing is wrong. Just get back to the person who have invited you to this call. They will definitely tell you how you can get these products. Back over to you, Dr. Rutan.
Thank you, Queen Bev. So guys, thank you so much for coming on board. We appreciate it.
Dr. Ruthan.
Yes, Dr. Franco. Yes, sir.
Someone asked the question, are there any known side effects from using the products? And I'll simply say yes, yes, yes. There are 3 known and proven side effects. These products help to clean the kidney, the liver, and the bladder on the way through.
I hope y'all caught
Those are the
that.
side effects. Those are the side effects. Cleans the kidney, the bladder, and the liver on the way through.
Wow, that's amazing.
And then we have Tanya that said, are there any special foods you need to eat while taking these products?
Yes, 60 to 70% of your diet ought to be live food. That means fruits and vegetables that have not been cooked. 70%, 60, 70% of your diet ought to be live. Why? Because that's what God gave us in the beginning, was fruits, nuts, grains, and vegetables. And there were no microwave ovens, and there were no George Foreman grills in the Garden of Eden. So I'm not saying you can't eat cooked food, but 50, 60% or more of your food ought to be live, because you can't get a good life eating only dead food. You got to have more live food in your dietary. And that's the challenge. 3 days a week, all live food, and your life will change from that day forward.
Okay, so of course, when we're about to close, everybody now has questions. So, so hold on, let me get this question. Let me close this window. Regarding this question is for you, Dr. Franco. Are these products safe for someone who has high potassium levels?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because these products basically balance the body. The body knows what belongs and what doesn't belong. It knows how to get rid of things that if it's got too much, it gets rid of it, especially if it's food value. If it's not enough, it reaches for more. It'll even pull calcium from the bones if it's not getting enough intake. So the bottom line, the body knows these formulas give the body what it needs. Feed the microbiome of all of the organs of the body. So then the body just does what it's supposed to do. It equalizes. It reaches homeostasis. So absolutely, if the potassium is not there, it's going to go get that potassium. And if you're putting in the inner 7, then the body, and then you're eating correctly, the body will get the norms of potassium that it needs.
Which
and
product?
Which question?
Go ahead.
No, I didn't hear the other part of the question. I don't remember.
No, they did. No, that was the question. They just wanted to know if they were safe, if it was safe to take for someone that had high potassium levels. That was the question. That was
okay,
one.
Well, another question had to do with cholesterol, poor circulation, hyperpigmentation. Again,
Yes,
the microbiome of the body helps to produce the serotonin, the melatonin, the tryptophan, cortisone, everything that the body needs. The organs know what to do, and if the microbiome is fed, as Dr. Clive Campbell said, if it's fed with good nutrition and good supplementation, then all of those will be under control, whether it be cholesterol, whether it be hyperpigmentation, it doesn't matter. How does someone on kidney dialysis having blocked arteries? Again, the blocked arteries and the dialysis are all set up to jam the kidney and the heart because of the fat. Stop eating it, folks. I said 3 days a week, but you ought to go for 7 days a week for 30 days out of your life. Most of you are in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. You've eaten everything your hips were big enough to eat all of your life. Why not take 30 days and give God 30 days? Go back to the GLAD diet. That's the God Life Activating Diet. That's fruit, nuts, grains, and vegetables. And eat that. Go on a vegetarian, vegan diet for 30 days. All of the diseases will start going away on their own. Then you add to that the Sankey Fit products, and you'll be like Superman and Superwoman, okay? Or we'll call it Brother Man and Sister Girl, okay?
A
What about-
question that came to my phone, Dr. Rutan.
Uh-huh.
Is asking, is it okay to take these products along with their medication, and how do they know when to?
Well, the bottom line is you've been taking your medication all the time, and you know that most of the meds have side effects. So it's on you. These are food products. So those mule tranquilizing drugs that you're taking can, yes, definitely affect these formulas. They keep them from working as well as they could. But what you've got here, food, is not going to affect those drugs, okay? Can't affect them because they're deadly poisons, whereas this is food. So think about it, you know, choose you today whom you will serve. Just think it through, think it through. You got food on this end, you got deadly poisonous drugs with all kinds of side effects on that end. Guess which one is going to hurt which one, okay?
Right. And then what about food poisoning? Which product is best for food poisoning?
Well, all of them, but definitely the Balage and the Inner 7, because you got you need to be flushed out, and those two together are going to give the body what we call a inner flush. They're going to help the immune system to rise up. They're going to help the antioxidants to work, to go in and work against the poisonous items in the body. So definitely those two would be the first things on the front line for destroying and removing and detoxifying and pulling out the poisonous caused by the food poison. Of course, eating more live food is going to make the bowels move, which is going to hurry up and get that poisonous food out of the system. And then drinking lots of water is going to help you urinate out the liquid portions of it once it's been broken down in the body. So all four of the formulas would help with getting the poisons and toxins out of the body through all the eliminative channels that the body has.
Someone with colon cancer, will it help?
Absolutely, can't do anything but help. The reason that the colon is all jacked up because of bad eating all of their lives. So you stop putting in the bad stuff, you start putting in good stuff to cleanse, nourish, and to bring the microbiome of the colon back to normal. It'll immediately, God's body will immediately start trying to heal itself. So you give it the things that it needs, the natural things like eating all natural foods, okay? Leave the dead carcasses of animals alone for a while, then begin to drink more fresh water, which the body needs, exercise, which the body needs, fresh air, which the body needs, sunshine, which the body needs, rest and sleep, which the body needs, and then add the formulas to it, the Sankey Fit formulas, and you're giving you're batting 1,000. You'll hit home run after home run after home run. You'll knock the ball out of the park.
Okay, which supplements are good for pregnant women, and are these supplements good for safe for children?
They're safe for everybody. They're food, they're food, they're food, they're food, they're food, they're food, they're plant-based, they're food, they're food, they're food. They're what God designed for you to have. So all of them are good because they're food. There's no particular product. It's not like plucking drugs and taking a drug that's supposed to heal this or a drug that's supposed to heal this. These formulas help the body to heal itself, and the body will heal the sickness of the disease. The body will get rid of the cancer. The immune systems will get rid of the herpes or the AIDS. The body will begin to get rid of its own itises. You're just giving it the food and the formulas that are designed to help it to heal itself.
Someone asked, can you repeat the organs that it detoxifies? I think it's the 3 organs.
The kidney, the bladder, the liver, the lungs, the hypothalamus. It's clear. I just use 3, but it cleans them all because it gives the body a total flush. So it actually helps to clean and detoxify all of the major organs of the body. And that's the side effect.
Awesome. I like to call them up effects. How to treat herniated disc degeneration and a broken disc. Can it assist?
Again, you do what your doctor tells you to do, but you need to drink more water to help, hydrate that disc. You need to deal with the Inner 7 because it has all the minerals, because it sounds like a depletion of minerals, a demineralization to help rebuild cartilage, tissue, bone, so forth, so on, because of calcium, so forth. And then you've got the Hasaki with all the metabolites to help rebuild and help to flush and feed and nourish the microbiota in the gut so that you get an uptake of more calcium. In other words, all the formulas are designed to help in a situation such as that.
Which one of the products help with grave disease?
You still talk, once again, you're talking about a body not doing the things that it needs to do. Whether it's the thyroid not working like it's supposed to, the kidney, the hypothalamus, it doesn't matter. The organs have not been given what they need. They've been malnourished. You've been eating food, but it has no nutrition in it. When you put live food in, and then you add our formulas, which will help the organ, whichever organ is, whether it be thyroid or whatever, kidney, liver, it doesn't matter, a gallbladder, it doesn't matter. Once you give the body what it needs, take out the poisons and toxins, and then add formulas to help those organs work better, the body will begin to receive itself. All of the formulas, all of them, they're all basically given to synergistically blend to give the body everything it needs. They're working in different parts of the body, but mainly in the circulation. So all of the formulas are safe and suggested for all of the different sicknesses and diseases that we're going through. They're not like meds. They're actually giving the body all of the nourishment, all of the feeding, all of the cleansing, all of the rebooting of the metabolites, of the antioxidants, of the immune system. In other words, it completely rejuvenates, restores, reverses, and recovers all of the organs of the body. That's the complete system, the Sankey Fit system.
So Apostle W. Moss, you have your hand raised. If you want to unmute, you can unmute your mic to ask the question if there is. If not, I'll just lower your hand and ask the rest of the questions.
Yes, good night, and thank you for this opportunity to just give a short brief testimony on the product I share.
Go ahead.
My daughter, I took the opportunity to just take the product to her, and I mixed coconut water, which I know is alkaline already, and I put the large in it and in the 7, shake it up. And I gave it to say, Mommy, what is this concoction you coming with today? Coming to give me. I said, honey, just drink this. You need this. She had a surgery about 8 weeks ago, and she had fibroids, and they removed like 5. And during this time, I was like concerned. I said, I'm gonna get this to her. And so I got right on it and I gave it to her. She was concerned. Oh, Mommy, I have allergies to this and that. She drank it anyhow. And she drank it, and she said, when I left her, she started having this little reaction, little fine bumps break out on her, you know, like, okay, what is this? What's going on now? But later on, she said her monthly for the first time came on, and she said she had never experienced a monthly in that way. It was like she was afraid. She said, and something plopped out, a big clot, like a fist size, came out, bloop, and she was like, what? So she wanted to almost, you know, go to the doctor because she was afraid of what she saw, you know. But I saying to what the product she had taken the product, I know that had effect and cleansed and took out that information that was built up inside of her body. So I just wanted to share that as a testimony. But what can she, I mean, what should I recommend or continue to, you know, encourage her to take for her with this? She has an allergy reaction to most things. Yes.
Well, you're going to have an allergy reaction to most drugs because most drugs are deadly poisons. And each one of them has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 side effects. But here again, we're talking about food. What she saw come out of her body was probably just a huge parasite, or it could have been a big wad of parasites inside of this. And so once she started taking the formulas that detox, the flush, we show it on a microcellular level with our scanner, where you literally take the scanner and you put it on the finger and you can see the parasite in the body, okay? And then you give them the barrage and 20 minutes later, you can see the parasites running out of the body. So again, what she saw coming out, I can almost guarantee you was a parasite. And again, this is our micro scanner. It shows them minuscule, but when you see them at the microscopic level, that means that there are huge ones in the body. And so the formula began immediately to get out of her body waste and things that didn't belong in her body. And which ones would she start with? I would say in her case, the whole formula system, because she's completely dehydrated. She's completely, she's lost so much blood. She's lost so much of good things in her body while her body is trying to get rid of and deal with all these extra growths and so forth. So by God's grace, if she would continue with the formulas, along with changing her diet, she can watch those fibroids shrink just like they grew. Stop feeding them and they go away.
Wow. Wow. Thank you, Apostle. That was an amazing testimony. And see, guys, that's what I love about Sankey, because Dr. Franco could tell you, like, the testimonies just roll in, you know, and I mean, we could open up these lines right now and we would be here till midnight just with testimonies upon testimonies. And, you know, I've been told, Ruth Ann, tell your testimony. But my thing is, people know my testimony, but I just want y'all to know that if you have somebody out there that's suffering with lupus, someone that's suffering with transverse myelitis, neuromyelitis optica, or even multiple sclerosis, and have muscle disorders, guys, these products work. You know, I remember calling Dr. Franco one day and asking him, is it possible for Hasaki to build muscle? And he just said, yes, my daughter. And I'm like, no, Dr. Franco, you don't understand. He's like, what? I'm like, no, I'm looking at my leg where I had atrophied muscle. My leg used to look like a chicken bone. The upper thigh used to be big and the bottom one was caved right in. And guys, I have a video where I show it where literally you can't tell. And I'm like, is this even possible? He said, Ruth Ann, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're eating better and you're taking the system, yes, it can. You know, Donnelly can tell you about her son. Her son is building muscle. I asked her the other day, I said, you know, how is his legs coming? Because I feel like he needs to put some weight on. She said, Ruth Ann, the boy is building muscle in his legs. And this is not going to therapy. Y'all don't understand the power. Y'all ain't understanding the power of that. Because if someone is not even working out and they are building muscle by taking a system, because their body, you heard what Dr. Franco said, your body knows what it needs. Your microbiome knows what it needs. So it ain't, you're not trying to, you know, force the body and this and that. When you have too much potassium and all these different things, your body out of whack, your microbiome out of whack, you caused that. Ain't nobody else caused that. We won't blame everybody, but it's us. You know, that fork is do some damage to us. But guess what? We put whatever's on the plate before we put the fork to it. You know, I have learned so much from you, Dad. You have been such an inspiration to me on a daily basis. Before I go to put it to my mouth, I see your eyes looking at me saying, Ruth Ann, my daughter, should you be eating this? And sometimes I say, listen, Dr. Franco, don't be looking at me, turn away, please. Let me just eat my little guava duff right now. And then other times I go, you know what? Kentucky Fried Chicken, you better carry your hips somewhere else because I ain't supposed to be eating no meat. You know, so I am so grateful for what you say to us. And guys, you know, I say to you, like he said, just take on that 3-day challenge. He didn't say stop eating meat completely, you know. He didn't tell you suddenly go cold turkey. He said, try it for 3 days. I challenge you, 3 days, and come back on another call when he's doing his medical moment, and tell him how you felt after you did that 3-day challenge. He didn't say do 40 days. He didn't tell you be Christ. He didn't even tell you do 30. 3 days, guys. Come on, guys. All I can say is these products do what they say they're going to do. And, you know, I would admonish you, get back to the person that brought you to this call. Let them know. We have one more question that says, my 3-year cousin has type 1 diabetes. Which one of the products will help with his situation?
Well, type 1 diabetes will possibly always be there, but the symptoms that we get from it won't be there if we change our diet. Again, what adds to it again is really the grease. This could be a genetic slide from the mother, okay? But the bottom line is, if we change right now, if we stop giving the child the cholesterol and the excess sweets and sugars and so forth, and start feeding this child a plant-based diet along with the formulas, then we'll watch, especially in the case of the child, the Balaj, the Inner 7, and the Hasaki, you'll watch the child begin to not have the symptoms that are type 1 diabetes. You'll watch them not require as much insulin, okay? And you'll watch the insulin work even better. And I have seen individuals get to the point where they didn't need insulin anymore because they ate foods that had their own breakdown in them, okay? They had their own insulin in them, so to speak, because they had the enzymes, they had the metabolites, okay, the fermentation, the microbiome in the gut was able to break it all down and get out what it needed. And so it didn't, and it was natural sugars and natural starches which broke themselves down. So the body didn't require but little, if any, excess insulin to break it down, if you hear what I'm saying. Most of the foods that we should be eating have within them what's necessary for them to be broken down. So yeah, give the young man a shot. Put him on an all-natural plant-based diet, give him the formulas, and watch him do well.
Wow. 2 more questions before we wrap up, Dr. Franco, because I don't like to keep you too late. I know Miss Linda's saying, where's Dr. Franco? So what about the treatment of nail fungus? And then the next one after that would be, should a hypertensive person take the Inner 7? So nail fungus, and should a hypertensive person take Inner 7?
Okay, like we say over and over and over and over again, any sickness of which 8 out of 10 of them are caused by excess fat in the system, okay? 8 out of 10 diseases that we go down from are caused by too much fat in the system. So the formulas will help with fat in the system because that's the problem. We get the burning, the thermogenesis, the quinui doing its thing at night. All the formulas are designed basically to help burn, to help make the blood flow, to help build thermogenesis. And this burns up the fats, the sugars. And yes, this is going to help a person that's hypertensive. And what was the other part of the question?
Nail fungus. Nail fungus. Yes, sir.
Again, we talked about the fact that the Balaj, that's a bad boy. It's going to go in and it's going to drive parasites and fungus and so forth out of the body. So they can use the Balaj for the first week or so. I would double up, take it twice a day, and I would even take it, make a little paste with it and put it on the outside on the fungus. Mix it with a little coconut oil and maybe a little olive oil, coconut oil, and just mix it and put a little bit of the Balaj in there and put it on the outside of the fungus and drink it inside and watch the fungus run.
Oh, I have a testimony. You just triggered my testimony. My grandbaby, my son's son, he has locks, and literally, I don't know what was going on with his hair, but his grandfather noticed he had these boils coming in his head. So my daughter immediately, my kids know I'm Sankey. You ain't gotta ask twice. I'm Sankey. So my daughter's like, Mommy, we need to get some Balaj and some Inner 7, and we need to mix this together, and we need to put it on. Dr. Franco, that stuff healed it up within a day. I'm talking dry right up. And so there was a patch that they must have had his hair like pulled up. So we didn't realize it was like closed up. So we dealt with the ones that we could see. Man, when they opened it up, they found a whole pile. Dr. Franco, she put those gloves on. She get that Inner 7, get that Balaj, mix a paste, rub that on, dried up. And then every time he comes to visit us, his grandfather makes him drink some Balaj. And when I'm telling you, Dr. Franco, it completely dried up, completely within a day.
I'm sure it did.
24 hours.
I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely. It did what it was designed to do, and that is to help the body heal itself.
Wow. And of course, Natasha asked, can all four products be taken at the same time?
Absolutely. They're synergistically blended to do different things for the different organs of the body. Some of them cross over and help same thing in the body. But yes, because it's food, the body's going to take what it needs and it's going to get rid of what it doesn't need.
Wow, wow, wow. The person asked about the degenerative thing. They said they didn't get to hear it about the degenerative, but I know you said Balaj and Inner 7. for the broken disc and to restore the bone loss. So Balage and Inter7 Laurencia would be what you need, because like he said, the minerals from the Inter7 is going to help restore the degenerativeness in the bone. So, yep. So Dr. Franco, you did a marathon as usual. Whoop, whoop. That's what I'm talking about. Guys, that's my dad. I don't care about how many children he has. That's my dad. Okay. My dad, Dr. Franco, our natural medical doctor. Listen, he is for Sankey Global, Caribbean market and US market. That is who he is, the director of medicine for us. And he's amazing. Every Saturday you can find him on our corporate link. So get back to the person I brought you this call, ask them for that link, because we have a medical moment with him every Saturday, unless we have a super Saturday. But every Saturday you will find him on there where you can ask those questions that you have, and or bring a friend, bring 10 friends, because guys, I'm telling you, this is an amazing system of technology that we have. And with that being said, we want to say thank you so much for getting on. Thank you again. And I know Queen Bev is out there screaming, saying, yeah, because it's been an amazing night. We are excited. I know King Clive is screaming as well, but we want you to know how much and how amazing our products are. And that's all it's about. We're not here to, make you a believer, but we are just sharing what these products have done for us and for everyone around us. So with that being said, I want to say good night. Thank you. Take care. Oh, Bev, I think I opened your mic. I don't know if that's the right one. Check it. Let me try the other one if you wanted the other one opened. Hold on.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I was trying to get in.
Yes,
All right. I just want to say thanks again to everyone, but someone is asking about the COVID-19. All right, we have several persons, both in my kids in Canada, they got the coronavirus, and they drank the Inter7, the Balage, and the Crunate Fire, hot, very hot, 4 to 5 times per day. We have other team members in New York. We have persons in Canada. We have persons in Jamaica who got the coronavirus, and the products did help. And I do think it's best that Dr. Franco really, speak on that one before we close. Thank you so much, Dr. Franco. Love you.
Okay, I don't know. Let me see if he's still here. Hold on. I think he is gone. Let's see. Yeah, I think Dr. Franco already left. So guys, you'll have to get on when he talks to the efficacy of the Balage, but just a little short note. Last year, that would have been December 2019 to March 30th, Sankey Mayor did the in vitro trial on influenza A, B, gastroenteritis, and SARS. And we were able to combat that by 83%. And like Queen Bev said, literally you drink those 3 components, the Balage, the Inter7, and the Crunate Fire, as hot as you can take it, 3 to 4 times a day. And it absolutely knocks it out, knocks it right out, doesn't allow that T protein cell to develop. And let me hear from Marva, because I know Marva has a testimony of a young lady up in Canada. Sorry, Marva, I by mistake muted you. Go ahead, unmute.
Okay. No, I just wanted to say good night, everybody. I just wanted to say, even though it might take 3, for some people it takes longer, but I'm telling you, less than 48 hours, 2 sticks of Balage, 1 stick of Crunate Fire, temperature dropped right back down to 36.4, and she went out for a walk. Of course, that's not advisable, but she felt good. She didn't remember she wasn't under quarantine. But that you should hear her now. She's writing exams and stuff online and filling up applications. She's just talking, chattering, and I think it was just amazing. 3 sticks. That's what I'll call 3 sticks of dynamite.
Yes, it does its job. It does its jobs. I know we had a young man here in the Bahamas. His whole fire station went out with COVID. And they used to laugh at him because he drinking this Balage and this Inter7 and this Crunate. He was the only one that didn't catch it. So guys, when I tell you powerful, he was the only one left in the firehouse. Everybody caught COVID besides him. So if that's not the power, Bev, I don't know what the power is.
Dr. Rutan, I have 18 persons in my office at work, and every single one of them caught the coronavirus, all except me.
Wow.
Wow.
Yep. That's what it's
Only
about.
person did not catch it was me. So it is powerful because I make sure when they all start getting the coronavirus, I was mixing and drinking like there was no tomorrow. So that is true.
Well, Queen Bev, don't be no for frightened.
You're so
I'm
So,
sorry, I had to throw that in.
thanks again, guys. Thanks, everyone. Just get back to the person who invited you to this call. Back over to you, Dr. Rutan.
Yes, guys, like we said, thank you for getting on. I know it was long, but it was totally worth it. Yes, guys, so thank you. Have a fabulous night. Get back to the person that brought you this call. Ask them about the microbiome call tomorrow night, okay? Because trust me, King Clive was literally, you know those engines that were going vroom, vroom. He just was tapping the gas. He didn't even get down the road. He didn't even start to drive. Guys, when I tell you he will be on fire tomorrow, along with Dr. Lola, with the information that she will impart, that she got firsthand from Dr. Behe Adias, all the way from Japan, not less than a week ago. So guys, I'm telling you, get on, be ready, have your notepad, have your pen, because you want destiny and purpose to show you the road and give you the roadmap to your health. And not only that, also to your wealth. So thank you so much for getting on. And like I always say, service to humanity is service to God. Good night, my friends.